Hello everybody. Today we are trying to learn autosum function in Microsoft Excel. It's very often that we get figures like these and we need to find totals of these figures both in columns as well as in rows. One of the very popular ways people do it is to come here where you want the totals either here or here, and then start with an equal sign and then type in sum equals sum. That's a very popular way of summing up in Excel. So equal sum, open bracket, and then Excel tries to help you here by asking what do you want to sum. You go in there, drag it up all the way there, close the bracket and hit enter. Excel sums it up for you. That is the most common way that many people sums up their numbers. But there are much better ways to do your summing than this particular one. We use the autosum function, and we are trying to use the autosum function both by using the mouse as well as using the keypad. So you are here where you want the sum to be displayed. While here, go to the Home tab, and under Home tab on the far right side, under Editing tab, you see this autosum function, which is represented by a sigma sign. So while they're in the cell you want the total, click the autosum, and then Excel recognizes that you want the sum for these cells here, and that can be seen by the dancing ants. It's been represented by these dotted lines which are moving. We call them dancing ants. So while that is selected, you click enter and you have the sum there. Now let's move on to this second column B, and then try and do the same. While here where you want the result, you go into Home tab, Editing, autosum, and click and see what happens. See the difference? The dancing ants are only dancing around the last 3 cells here. Why? Because there is a gap here. So Excel cannot ignore this gap. We click enter, we're getting the results only of the last 3 cells, right? The same thing happens here. Come here, click autosum, and then since there are gaps here just above, it is trying to add up the numbers to the left of this particular cell here, but that doesn't help us, so we go back. Now rather than doing it this way, you can click here where the whole thing has been there and then drag it down here on all the 3 columns, and then you'll get the totals of all the 3 columns, ignoring these gaps. We can do the same for row totals as well. You want to total up the totals of these 3 ones in row 6. So come here where the result should be, click autosum, and then click enter. You have it here. Now we will take this a step further. We want to total up the columns as well as the rows at the same time. What do? We start from here. Highlight the whole range and then click autosum and see what happens. you get the row totals here, you get the column totals here, and you get the grand total here. That's magic, isn't it? That's if you are a fan of using the mouse. What if you don't like using the mouse so much? You're a keyboard fan. So in which case you come here, Alt key on the keyboard, hold it down and then press equals, enter. You get it straight away. Delete it. You want to take the totals of the rows as well as the columns, so you start from here, highlight, alter, equals, and then you have it. So today we learned two things. We learned the same function in two different ways. We learned the autosum function and how to go about it using the mouse as well as using the keyboard. Keyboard, you use Alt equals, and for mouse you use the autosum function under the Home tab, under the Editing tab. So thank you for watching, and once again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon to get notifications about new videos that I post. Thank you.